Good morning, everybody. This is Zach Said It Again. I'm your host, Zach Cooley, and I'm honored to be here with the Assistant Superintendent of Wythe County Schools, Dr. Becki James. We are here in conjunction with my monthly partnership with the Wythe County Technology Center, and we are here to talk about some excellence programs that benefit the Technology Center as well as Wythe County schools in general. Thank you, Dr. James, for being with me this morning. It's an honor to have you.
Well, thank you for having me, and I appreciate the time and to be able to talk about our programs and the wonderful things that are going on in Wythe County Public Schools and especially the Technology Center.
Yes, indeed. And as I have spotlighted from month to month, I believe since September of 2022, we have excellent departments in the Wythe County Technology Center, and as well as some special programs. Can I ask you, because for many of them, people have mentioned you as their special champion. You have really championed with the school board for these programs and these special programs like the manufacturing and healthcare excellence. What has prompted you to be, in particular, such a champion for these sorts of programs?
Well, I'm flattered by those compliments. I appreciate the folks that have been saying that, but it's really been a team effort as far as getting this off the ground. It all started back when Virginia changed the graduation requirements to a program called Profile of the Graduate. That actually happened in 2018, 2019. It was right before the pandemic. And one of the components of the Profile of the Graduate was to give more opportunities for students to have work-based learning programs. And we thought that was a fine idea to try to incorporate here in Wythe County schools, but we couldn't do it alone. We needed some partnerships from our community. And one of the integral partnerships that we endeavored was with WCC and our local Wythe Bland Chamber of Commerce. And that work started in 2018, 2019, and we started and listed our first excellence program in 2019-2020 school year. Of course, that was the pandemic year, so it didn't get very far off the ground. We started out with manufacturing excellence, and I believe we got through a couple of sessions before the pandemic hit, and all of that went to a screeching halt. So during the pandemic, we did not we put it on the back burner, but we didn't let it go completely. Actually, during that time, we were also notified of a grant called Jobs for Virginia Graduates that we could apply for, and that fit perfectly into our vision of what we were trying to do with our students. So it had several layers to it, to what it is developed in today. It just is kind of what I call a perfect storm. We had wonderful community partnerships combined with some financial opportunities with grants, and you combine those together and we were able to lift it off the ground. Following the pandemic, we resumed our manufacturing excellence with our partnerships with WCC and the Wythe Bland Chamber of Commerce, and we're able to provide our students, we selected seniors to start out the manufacturing excellence program, and we wanted to give them exposure to things like what is manufacturing, what manufacturing opportunities are available in Wythe and Bland counties. We wanted them to have a career panelist for them to be able to actually talk to people in the manufacturing industry. And then we wanted them to get some hands-on experience. And so we set up a model to where every Friday for 9 weeks, the students would meet at Wythe Community College to learn a little bit about the manufacturing program and get to see the training facilities they have there on campus and get to use some of that equipment. fed them lunch, and then in the afternoon, they actually went to one of our manufacturing factories. We have wonderful partnerships with Hitachi and Capirian, Clark Precision Machinery. We've got Somic America. I'm trying to think, and JIDA, David Manley at JIDA, and their manufacturing council also was an integral part in getting this off the ground. So we were able to start that in the spring of 21, and we were able to get that underway, and it's just grown ever since. The healthcare industry found out what a great job we did in the manufacturing realm and asked us to replicate it for the healthcare industry. So we got to work, and since we already had a good model, the planning stages for the healthcare excellence wasn't that cumbersome. We just used the same model as manufacturing excellence and developed a healthcare excellence model, except instead of seniors, we decided to target sophomores. So the seniors for manufacturing, we felt they needed to know about the industry so they could either, one, go to WCC and get further training, or they could go ahead and, with a high school degree, go ahead and start working in our manufacturing plants. So they had a pathway right out of high school that they could go to. But healthcare is a little bit different. Healthcare requires preparatory work and extra classes in math and, of course, science. So we decided to target sophomores to give them an idea of what pathway they needed to take in order to pursue a healthcare career. So we, again, went with the Wythe Chamber of Commerce and WCC partnerships and developed additional community partnerships with we've got Carrington, we've got the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, we've got, Revita, we've got Smith County Community Hospital, Wythe County Community Hospital, Carrington Place, trying to think, Alpha Therapy is the new one that we had this year, and then we've got some dental work too that we've done with the Whitfield dentistry practice. And so we just wanted to give sophomores the opportunity to look to see the various healthcare industries in our region and what extending educational classes they needed in order to pursue those. So we tried to give them a wide variety. It's a 10-week course in the fall. Every Friday, the students do the same thing. They go to WCC in the morning, learn a little bit about the healthcare industry, and then we feed them lunch, and they go out actually to a healthcare facility to learn on the job and job shadowing during that time. So that's how it's grown and what it is right now. We're in the middle of our second year of healthcare excellence, and it's growing in popularity.
Well, Dr. James, in about 4 to 5 minutes, you've answered about every question I had through this through this interview, but I got to stretch the recording until at least about 20 minutes. So if I ask something that's redundant, just skip over it.
I'll just go with it.
No, just skip over it, and we'll go on to something else. But as Becki Fisher mentioned last month, who is she works with the Mount Rogers Regional Partnership. She's the talent search coordinator.
Yes.
She mentioned that the reason that you have healthcare and manufacturing, reason you concentrate on those fields is those are the biggest economic drivers in the county. So I would assume that's why you have these specific excellence programs for Wythe County.
Yes. When you look at the jobs that are available for our students, in hopes that they stay within Wythe County and come back and provide the service within our community. Those are the two main, and then education too. We can't forget about education. So we are next on board that we're going to add is an education excellence because manufacturing, healthcare, and education are the three top job opportunities that we have here in Wythe County.
Yes, excellent. Now, how many students are you seeing? This is only your second year, but how many students are you seeing go through this program? And for those that you have seen go through it, have you kept in contact with them? Do you know about
his number? I wish we could have more, but we have to limit it to around 25 students, and that includes Wythe and Bland County students. However, with additional partnerships that we've accumulated with Ms. Fisher and her Mount Rogers program, we are able to service additional students with additional partnerships such as her. The Mount Rogers program that is run by Rebecca Fisher allows us to add additional students to a healthcare and manufacturing program. It is very similar to what we do with our healthcare excellence and manufacturing excellence, and those students will get to participate in those programs the last Wednesday of each month.
And you have a lot of partners, some of which you've already mentioned, that are included, community partners, including Clark Precision Machinery, Mitsubishi Chemical, Sonic America, and the Manufacturing Council of the Wythe County Joint Industrial Development Authority. You've already spoke of Coperion and Hitachi. Is there any others you know of that you'd like to mention?
We have partnered with several of them. I know you mentioned Coperion, Hitachi, Clark Precision Machinery, Mitsubishi Chemical, Sonic America, and of course the Manufacturing Council from the Wythe County JIDA. David Manley has been a very good partner in helping us get these excellence programs off the ground as well. One of our concentrations in our new HEALS program is occupational and physical therapy as well. So they will get a chance to expand on that if that's their chosen profession. So we're excited to bring that to the table for our students to pursue as well.
Well, I look forward to talking with you more about that on the HEALS program. Now, you mentioned that, I don't know if we mentioned it on air or just in talking about your goals for the future, which include an education excellence program, because not only is manufacturing and healthcare excellence big key economic drivers in the county, but education is of great need here in Wythe County as well.
Yes. When you look at what would impact our community the most, everywhere from early childhood and pre-K programs, I think every community in Southwest Virginia is in dire need for early child care programs. So for future goals, we hope to expand on our early childhood program. And of course, we need to be able to grow our own teachers. So hopefully our graduates that are interested in the field of education, we are creating wonderful opportunities with partnerships with WCC and our local four-year colleges to be able to expand that program with students taking some dual enrollment courses in high school, taking advantage of the new education program at Whitfield Community College. And then they are in talks with four-year colleges up and down the I-81 corridor for students to continue their third and fourth year to complete their education degree. So our next goal is to take care of our own in our educators and be able to grow an education excellence program.
And I'm sure that will be every bit as successful as your other excellence programs, not to mention the wonderful departments that you have at the Wythe County Technology Center, which I'm thrilled to have been able to spotlight over the course of this year and the last part of last year. I was particularly moved, and we talked some about this earlier, about the Jobs for Virginia Graduates program, because it opens itself and makes itself available for anything that anybody wants to do, regardless of whether or not it fits into the main categories of the economic drivers. For instance, if I was a student who wanted to be a writer, Mr. Hensley would do his best to get me on with an internship at places like the Wytheville Enterprise, where I've happily maintained a career now for almost 20 years. So would you agree that that is also a very important program?
Yes, we have. That is a program that we have grown, and are happy to say that we now have 3 grants from the Jobs for Virginia Graduates program. Each of our high schools have a jobs coach that work with our students. They work the first semester with them on soft skills, how to build a resume. We do mock interviews with them. They help them fill out job applications. And they will do all that work during the first semester, leading up to hopefully landing a internship or job shadowing opportunity for students during second semester. And we give them release time from school to go perform these learning activities on the job or on the site that they choose. So we ask the students what their interests are, what they think they would like to pursue or take a look at a little bit more in depth with a job shadowing or internship program. And we go match our students' interests with possibilities of partnerships, additional partnerships in the community. So that has been a growing program. We started out with maybe 20. And now each high school is serving between 30 and 45 students on each of their caseloads. So we are pleased with that program, and hope the students take advantage of being able to use the second semester of their senior year in a more purposeful, meaningful way on the job shadowing or internship opportunities.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Over 100 students in Wythe County doing what they want to do. I think that is amazing. That is amazing. I never would have suspected when I graduated from George Wythe 20 years ago to have such an opportunity as a senior in high school. I mean, the changes and the gaps that you all have bridged through these programs are just really just marvelous. And do you, and this will be my last question to you, do you, you had told me once, I think, that you hear once in a while from students who have completed the program and graduated and have gone on to successful careers. Can you touch a little bit on some of the success stories that you've heard?
Sure. We have part of the Jobs for Virginia Graduates program is not only do we keep track of them and keep them career-oriented while they are in their senior year in high school, but we also follow them the year after high school. We ask that they stay in touch with us, and we try to find them jobs or college opportunities. It's a college and career program. So we are successful in finding our students either college placements or career placements. In fact, we won a national award for our job placements for getting 6 out of 6 JVG placements in our program, and we're really pleased with that so far. But we still feel like we have room to grow. We want to make sure that the students that are successful, we hope to have a panel of success, and each time students land a job in the manufacturing industry, land a job in the healthcare industry, or any other industry that we may promote, we hope to bring them back on a panel and share their experiences with our current students.
And what a thrill that would be, I'm sure. Is there anything else that you want to mention about the excellence programs?
I just appreciate the opportunity to get to share this with the community. I appreciate you, Zach, for allowing me the opportunity to get the word out. I hope that if no one has heard of our JVG programs or our excellence programs before, that this gets the word out and more students and their parents become interested in participating in this.
Well, thank you very much. You have been very kind and patient with me throughout this editing and recording process, and I appreciate your kindness and your time. I know you're a very busy lady, but I'm very grateful that you took the time to talk with me and to do so graciously, as everyone at the Wythe County Technology Center and all of your partners have done. I look forward to talking with you and Dr. Poole and Mr. DeBoard about the HEALS program, hopefully in next week's podcast.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
Thank you very much, and continued success in all you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.